Hi folks, I'm in Heidelberg in Germany. It's April and those huge Cotoneaster shrubs are simply loaded with fruit everywhere around this parking lot. I don't know if you can see the fruit on the more remote shrubs, but look at this one. Even on the ground around the shrubs there's like a sea of berries. Well, if you know a little bit about German climate, you might be surprised. Ripe fruit in April. Of course, those did not ripen in April. They ripened last autumn, around September, October. And small red fruit on high branches. Those are usually intended to be eaten by birds. So why didn't the birds eat them? September till April, that's like 7, almost 8 months. Well, I mean, the fruit are small enough, the fruit are soft enough, the fruit are red enough, birds love red. But what's the most typical thing about birds? They fly around. And if you fly around, you need some quick sugars. So the birds are after the sweet, juicy fruits. They want a quick energy boost, which they get out of the sugars in the fruit, like glucose, fructose, and so on. And they don't want to carry the load around in their bellies for too long because, flying is a very energy-consuming business. You don't want luggage. Yeah, so they're after the sweet and juicy fruit. But what happens to the soft, sweet and juicy fruit? Well, after the first heavier rains in September, October, they basically start rotting. Well, this stuff survived the winter, well, a pretty mild winter this year, all the time till April. It doesn't. It's getting warmer in March and April. The fruit are finally starting to fall from the shrubs, but they still look more or less intact, even the ones on the ground. So why are those red fruit, which are obviously made to attract birds, still on the shrubs, still not being eaten, even in April? Let's try them. By the way, some sources say they are mildly poisonous, especially if you chew the seeds. But there don't seem to be any report of serious poisoning by them. So I guess if you chew the seeds of about a kilo of those fruit, you might get some special issues. Trying a few Cotoneaster berries should be harmless. Just be careful, don't confuse them with any other plants. There are lots of plants with poisonous red berries, and there are lots of Cotoneaster species and hybrids. Those huge Cotoneasters here, they are probably Cotoneaster webbii. That's a hybrid. But there are hundreds of Cotoneaster species, hybrids, and cultivars, as well as hundreds of other fruits with red berries, and some of them are highly poisonous. So be sure that what you're trying is really a Cotoneaster and not something similar, and that you don't eat too much of it, because you might get some nausea or stomach problems. Okay. The fruit. Sour and bitter. Phew. Actually, it's juicy enough. Can detect no sweetness. Yeah. Phew. Sour and bitter. Phew. The fruit is juicy enough, but it's not sweet. The sourness wouldn't be a problem, but the bitterness really turns me off. Blah. Nah. Probably I'm never gonna try this Cotoneaster fruit again. I've eaten fruit of other Cotoneaster species, and they are not that bitter. So maybe since there's not a lot of fruit to forage now in the first days of April, I'll go and look for some other Cotoneaster species. Unfortunately, those Cotoneaster webbii, which could give you kilograms over kilograms of Moderately juicy and moderately soft fruit throughout the winter and well into spring. Not really good for human consumption, especially raw. Maybe if you make them into jellies or something, if you boil them long enough, you could get rid of the bitterness. If you are willing to try this, please write if you achieve to make this stuff kind of tasty. For me, this was a one-time experience. Okay, folks, this was foraging for Cotoneaster webbii hybrid in April in the German spring. Stay tuned for more fruit videos from the parks and gardens of Germany. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.